one candidate fighting for us in 2016. It's Bernie or bust, Bernie or bust, Bernie or bust. In 2016, it's Bernie or bust, Bernie or bust, Bernie.
Hey, this is your boy Robert Brown with B.R.B. TV. Quick, I want you to watch this video. I told you it was gonna come. I told you it was gonna happen. I told you Donald Trump is gonna have his way with Hillary Clinton in the ring called the General. He's already through the first punch. Watch this.
Hillary Clinton gave speeches to the biggest banks on Wall Street after one of the worst financial crises in American history. But Hillary won't tell us what she said to those banks, who paid her over $1 million and are contributing millions more to elect her. So before you promise your vote to Hillary, don't you deserve to know what she promised them? Future 45 is responsible for the content of this advertising.
Now, I told you. Didn't I tell you that that man is gonna clean her clock? She cannot win against Donald Trump for various reasons. Number one, Donald Trump's name brand is just as big as hers. Just as big. Donald Trump, even though I don't like him as a politician, as a businessman, he had accomplished some things, whether it's questionable or not. But the man is just one thing, a successful TV personality. He's been successful in some things. No success. What can you say about Hillary Clinton? What has she done as First Lady? I've seen some things she tried to do. What has she done as state senator? She did some good things for 911. What else is there that's monumental that she's done as senator? What have she done as Secretary of State? I'll tell you what she's done. I went over the list over and over again. I don't need to tell you. It doesn't matter. It's what she's doing on the back end. These speeches are going to brutalize her, and sooner or later, somebody's going to put the money up out there, and somebody's going to hack into her account, and these speeches are going to get released. I've been trying to tell her, everybody tell her, release the speech, Hillary. Don't let your career go down as a result of it. But the bottom line is, Donald Trump is ready to go to war with Hillary Clinton. He's kind of standoff about Bernie. He can't find too much stuff on Bernie. He can use this socialist term, but people are not scared of socialism no more. So his main thing is, I know Hillary, I know her inside and out, back and forth. We've eaten dinner, we done hung out. She's come to my house, we've gone to theirs. She's come to my wedding, blah blah blah. We went to Chelsea's wedding. I mean, we're friends. But the bottom line is, I put money in her pocket. I know her, and I'm gonna slam her. I'm a slammer. I'm a power driver. I'm a rock bottom her. I'm a clothesline her. I'm a people elbow her. I'm gonna put her in the power driver. I'm gonna put her in the suplex until she tap out 1, 2, 3. And I'm telling you, she will tap out. Now, these are some of the things that he's gonna hit her upside the head with. There's nothing off the table with Donald Trump. It's just like I see this no different from what they call a no-holds-barred match, which means there's nothing, or hardcore match. There's nothing that you can't use. In a hardcore match, you can use a sink, you can use a bat, you can use electrical probe thing. I mean, you can use whatever you can get your hand. You can use it, a chair, a hammer, a sledgehammer, whatever. In this general election, this is going to be a hardcore match. And let me tell you something. Donald Trump is ready to go hardcore with Hillary Clinton. For an example, let me show you. Here it is. Nothing is left off the table. He's going to talk about Bill Clinton. He already talked about it, and his philandering, which is true. He's going to talk about how Hillary Clinton, who's supposed to be the voice of the women, the women's champion, how she shut these women up who need to voice their hurts, their concern, their being violated. She shut them down because it's her husband. Yet she said no woman voice should be shut down, yet at the same time she's shutting people down, not giving no opportunity, doing whatever she can in her power to shut them up. Now these women are coming back out of the woodworks, thanks to Donald Trump. So, talking about Bill and his scandals, which there are a few, but hers, Watergate, 1974. She was fired from Watergate. Research it. Donald Trump is going to slam her with an ad concerning that. Whitewater, bam, slam her with that. Vince Foster, bam, slam her with that. Travelgate, bam, slam her with that. Chinagate, bam, slam her with that. Senate campaign donation, bam. Clinton Foundation, bam. Sandy Berger, bam. The WikiLeaks, bam. Benghazi, bam. Haiti, mining, bam. They tried to take over the mine, which produced a ton of money, which belonged to the community. Talk to any Haitian person from Haiti. This is my thing. You gotta talk to people outside the Beltway. You gotta talk to real Libyans. You gotta talk to real Haiti people. You gotta talk to real people who are from Honduras. You gotta talk to real people and let them tell you about the Clintons. Bam, Haiti mining, private emails. We already know to deal with that. She's not under security questioning. The FBI don't do security questioning. The FBI is what they are, the Federal Bureau Investigation. Their last tag is investigation. What they do, they investigate. She is under FBI investigation. Not to mention the Panama Papers that Bill may be linked up and the Clinton Foundation may be linked up to. Not to mention Honduras, blah, blah. I mean, we've gone on and on. There is so many scandals on her. Think about the scandals on Bernie. The only scandal I heard was he take 50 cents out of the little cup at a store. No scandals. None. Integrity. Trustworthy. Loving. Kind. Gentle. Always talking about the regular man. Choose to be in the camp of the regular man. Him and his wife only making $250,000 together. Hillary Clinton's to one speech, $250,000. In total, Hillary Clinton and Bill Clinton has amassed a fortune of $3 billion since they've been running in politics. $3 billion. I don't even have $3 in my pocket. $3 billion. And you believe they're gonna help you? That we with her. I'm letting you know, she's only with you for the vote. Once the vote is counted, bam. She's back on off to her lover, true friend, the one that take care of her and her family, the one that put money in her pocket, and that's the corporate interest. She's not for you. Now this is huge. Now what's gonna happen? Donald Trump gonna take these weapons and gonna bring some attack ads and slam her with her name on top of it with these ads. And he's gonna knock her out. Now Bernie Sanders, I love my man Bernie. Bernie went soft. That's just who Bernie is. He tries not to ever go negative. But when you're talking about the big leagues, man, this is a match. This is a fight for the future of America. And there's one opponent on one side and one opponent on the other side. Your glove's saying equality, economics, getting campaign money. I mean, and theirs is like more money, more money, more. This is a fight. And Hillary cannot win. She barely can hang on to the 60% of the Democrats that she have now. She's losing Democrats by the drove. They're running to Bernie Sanders. She cannot get independents. She suck with independents. Independents don't trust her. They don't like her. She smells of corruption with her, and independents don't want to have nothing to do with her. They'd rather go to Trump than go to her. And Bernie Sanders is not going to let that happen, and he's not going to motivate them to go with her because she represents everything that he's against. So that's a oxymoron. And Republicans, I don't care how much you go try to court Republican money. When have Democrats court Republican money just to win an election? That is the most lowest of the low. It's despicable as a politician, and you ought to be ashamed of yourself. Now you look at it. These weapons, he's going to hit her upside the head, hit her upside. Bernie, now, let me show you Bernie's ad when it comes to the Goldman Sachs speech.
Wall Street banks shower Washington politicians with campaign contributions and speaking fees. And what do they get for it? A rigged economy, tax breaks, and bailouts, all held in place by a corrupt campaign finance system. And while Washington politicians are paid over $200,000 an hour for speeches, they oppose raising the living wage to $15 an hour. $200,000 an hour for them, but not even $15 an hour for all Americans. Enough is enough.
I'm Bernie Sanders, and I approve this message.
Now, you look at this. There's two differences in the ad. Bernie Sanders' ad did not mention Hillary Clinton at all. It just mentioned politicians in Washington, D.C. Now, I call a spade a spade. Bernie Sanders' ad was not exclusive. It was inclusive, and it should have been inclusive. Everybody in Washington, D.C. don't make $250,000 speech. Matter of fact, if you are a politician and you're getting paid for speeches, it is illegal. So everybody's not doing that. But here's the deal. Once she left as secretary, let me start at the beginning. The only reason she conceded to Obama is because, first of all, Obama had her for us, because Obama was the winning ticket, even though it looked like he was losing. If you look at the polling, and real smart people who understand political affairs, people who understand politics, realize that in order to get elected in the general, in order to win an election, you gotta not only keep your base, you gotta be able to appeal to independents and Republicans. She can't do it. So they went with Obama because he had that overall huge appeal. Now, she wasn't really willing to concede at all, but Obama came in and offered her a position. She couldn't get the vice president because that was Biden's, that's his boy. He gonna look out for his boy. But she wanted the secretary. But her heart was not in the Secretary of State. If it was, she would have stayed on for 8 years. She stayed in for 4 years because she still had an eye on the White House. But she would never say it. Why? Because if she said it and she gave those speeches, that would have been illegal. So she kept her mouth closed. Smart. But the point is, she made those speeches. Now everybody wants to know what's in those speeches. That's not the point. The point is she made it. And when you're making speeches and you don't want to let people know, it make it seem like you may not be hiding something, but it make it seem like you're hiding something. That's why everybody's pushing her for these speeches. That's why she's trying to deflect it. Well, if everybody else do this, show their speeches, I'll do mine. But that's not a badge of a leader. A leader say, fine, bam. I mean, Bernie was like, bam, here's my speech. Where's yours? So to do that, so bring it over to here. Now here it is. 2016. In this election, the speech matters. With Donald Trump, everything is on the table. This is a hardcore match. He can use anything. There's nothing he can't use. He can use Watergate, Whitewater, Vince Foster suicide. He can use Ron Brown, the death of Ron Brown. And I mean, it's so much stuff involved in the Clinton camp that people don't know about it. But once you do your research, and you really, really look, instead of going by name brand or what Bill did or something like that, and you look at the track record, you'll start stepping back and say, whoa. So, like I said before, she cannot win a general. She barely can hang on to the Democrats. But here is Sanders, he's got 30-40% of the Democratic bloc. She can't get those back. Those people don't, after what happened last weekend in Denver, these people are tired of it. They fed up. They're not gonna support her. So she's lost 40% of the Democrat. Bernie is still killing it with the independents. 60% of the independents love him, and about 30%. This is Obama all over again. That's why he's the strongest ticket in the general. Despite her having a great lead at the beginning of the election cycle, here at the latter cycle, he has the greatest momentum. He's still winning. So that's why he have the position to go to the DNC and make his make his claim. He has the right to, because he's stronger in the latter. She was stronger at the beginning, but she's losing her momentum. He's gaining. Look at the crowds. Look at the amount of people about to go out and vote for him. And the only reason she's winning is because the DNC was successful at closing the primaries that other people like me, independents, are not allowed to vote for him in the primaries, which is undemocratic. Everybody in every election should have the ability to vote. Nobody should be shut out. So, saying this, I told you from the jump start that Donald Trump is going to slam her, pile drive her, punch her in the left jaw, punch her in the right jaw, lariat her, rock bottom. He's going to do everything because he don't care. He's going to bring up Bill Pass with the women. He's going to bring up Monica Lewinsky. He's going to bring up the blue dress. I heard he's about to have a blue dress march at Hillary's event. That is cold. This man is cold as a politician, man. I mean, he's a real politician. I never thought I heard of him as a celebrity and a branding expert and a businessman, but he's a smart politician. You talking about him enlisting thousands of Republican women to wear blue dresses at her next event in protest? That is genius. You know about the blue dress. Bill Clinton left the stain on the blue dress. Okay. All right, he's gonna hit her, and he's gonna hit her hard. And I'm telling you, this is bad strategy, Debbie Wasserman Schultz. You already have made it bad for people to continue to be part of the DNC. You shunned them, you spit on them, you pooped on them, you peed on them. And you expect them to support the DNC. You need to step down. You shouldn't have been in this, and hope Tim take you down. We're gonna help him. We're gonna give him money. So people give money to Tim Canova in Florida, because we need to get her out of that seat, out of the Senate. She's bad. She's not a uniter, she's a divider. 2, Hillary, face the music. Yes, you tout your win as a Democrat, but that's only in the Democratic Party. You have to face the music. You know you're losing. That's why you're so anxious for Bernie to support you. But Bernie can't support you. He can't lead his followers to support you because it's him selling out to his own platform. So it's not going to happen. So you are a winning/losing ticket. You're winning because of closed primary, but open primary and caucus, you're getting slammed. And it will happen all the way to Denver. It happened all the way to Pennsylvania. You're a losing ticket. You cannot win the general. The independents don't like you. They don't like you as a politician. They hate what you stand for. And you already know the Republicans don't like you. Yep, some Republicans don't want Trump, but those Republicans would rather have Bernie Sanders than you. You don't have the momentum. You're in a match, and you're getting beat up by Clever Lane and you Pee Wee Herman. And you have to step down. If you don't step down, you're gonna get creamed, you're gonna get killed, and your political career is gonna be done. This is Bernie's fight. He's the only one that has the power to knock Trump out. Trump have no arsenal on him, because there is no arsenal on Bernie Sanders. But Bernie Sanders have an arsenal. And the arsenal is this: 99% versus the 1%. Big money interest versus the common man. Corporate interest versus the people. That is a battle, that is a platform, and the people are ready to. It's not just Bernie cleaning his clock. It's the people who are fed up with big money interest trying to rule this country, trying to turn it into an oligarchy. It's them against big money interest, and the people will knock out big money interest every time. But you gotta have the real person leading this fight, a real activist, a real people's champion, and that's Bernie Sanders. I'm Robert Brown, BRB TV, baby, all day, every day. Black man for Bernie, feel the burn, baby.
There's only one candidate fighting for us in 2016. It's Bernie or bust. Bernie or bust. Bernie or bust. In 2016. It's Bernie or bust. Bernie or bust. Bernie or bust. In 2016. It's Bernie or bust. Political assassin smashing. What time for some action?